Deep in a darkening forest, a humble woodcutter stands outside his cottage, his head bowed in grief. Beside him, his wife speaks in low, urgent tones, pointing toward the dense trees. Inside the small, dimly lit house, Hansel and Gretel huddle by the door, their eyes wide as they overhear the plan to leave them in the woods because there is no more food. Under a bright, full moon, the woodcutter leads the two children into the thickest part of the forest. While the parents look ahead with heavy hearts, Hansel lingers slightly behind, reaching into his pocket. With every few steps, he drops a small white pebble. The stones glow like tiny stars on the dark earth, marking a secret trail back to safety. Days later, the family is back in the woods, but this time the path is different. Hansel reaches for his pocket, but instead of pebbles, he crumbles a small piece of bread, scattering the bits among the roots and leaves. By the time the moon rises and the children look for their way home, the forest is silent and the ground is bare. Birds are seen fluttering away, having eaten every crumb. Exhausted and starving, the children stumble into a clearing where a magnificent house stands. It is built of gingerbread and cake, with windows made of clear, glistening sugar. Hansel breaks off a piece of the roof while Gretel nibbles on a sugar pane. Suddenly, the door creaks open, and an old woman with a cane and a deceptive smile hobbles out to greet them. The interior of the house is no longer welcoming. Hansel is locked behind the wooden bars of a small cage, looking thin and pale. The witch, leaning in with her clouded, squinting eyes, reaches out to feel his strength. Hansel holds out a thin, dried bone instead of his finger. The witch scowls in confusion, unable to understand why the boy remains so thin despite the heavy meals Gretel is forced to cook. The kitchen is filled with heat as the witch stands before a massive iron oven, the flames roaring inside. She gestures for Gretel to climb in to check the temperature. Gretel stands poised and clever, shaking her head and pretending she doesn't understand how to fit. Frustrated, the witch leans far into the opening to show her how it's done. With a sudden burst of courage, Gretel lunges forward and gives the witch a powerful shove, sending her tumbling into the oven. Gretel slams the heavy iron door shut and bolts it. She rushes to the cage, throwing the doors open, and the two siblings embrace as they discover chests overflowing with shimmering pearls and golden jewels hidden in the corners of the room. Hansel and Gretel emerge from the dark forest into a sunlit clearing, their pockets bulging with treasure. In the distance, the woodcutter sits on his porch, his face buried in his hands. As they call out to him, he leaps up, racing toward them with tears of joy. The family is reunited, the shadow of hunger gone forever as they walk back into their home together.